Welcome to another edition of AM Whiskey. And today, it's Michter's Day because we got two new offerings from Michter's. That's right, it's the 2025 Bombergers and Shenks.
We got the Shenks. We got the Shenks.
Ooh.
Who got the Shenks? You got the Shenks. No, we got the Shenks.
So normally the Shenks is a little bit more of an experimental bottles. Let me try and
Shenks
look it up.
normally has a different finishing or something. So 91.2 proof, 2025 release. This is bottle 1882 of 2590 from batch 25E 1797. The Bombergers always comes in at 108 proof, generally speaking, unless it's a little PFG. This one is bottle 1609 out of 2512, 2025 release, batch 25E 1923. Man, these batch numbers are really similar.
So the Shenks is supposed to be a rye-forward sour mash finish in French oak from the VOSGES region of France.
America.
France.
France.
I suck.
America. Excellent. We got one of each, huh? One burger, one Shanks. I like it. You know, so these did come from a recent drawing. We were each lucky enough to win a bottle at said drawing. Many people in the group had their names called. There's little Shanks. Ooh, here's a little burger.
Shenks left, burger right. Shenks is always lower proof, right?
Yes, it is. It is. Always lower proof. Usually in that low 90 neighborhood for most that I've seen.
I remember last year, I believe I liked the Bombergers better. The Shenks,
I did.
I was kind of disappointed in. I have heard this year's version is a little bit better.
This is night and day different compared to last year's.
Mm.
That is the opposite. Like last year's is very dark, very subtle on the nose. This was very bright, fragrant, and fruity.
I'm getting a lot of floral notes here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's like a flower bed. Jeez Louise, but it's a sweet flower bed.
Could be that high rye mash bill.
Little honeysuckle. I like the nose. Now this nose is way better than last year's. Last year's, and I keep drinking on it from time to time, and it's okay, but it ain't $120 okay. This off the nose, much more in line with the bottle price.
And these are hard to find, so
Oh wow!
if you do find it,
Now I hear of recent ones. 2023 is supposed to be amazing. Also, are you smelling the Shank still?
yeah, I haven't touched the Bombergers. I'm staying on the
I'll
Shenks.
split the burger up here. Just outside of my short arm, so I can't knock it over. Coats the glass pretty well for low proof.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think about the Shank?
Not a huge fan.
Imagine that. Why are you not a huge fan, Aaron?
I don't know. It just is not. It feels like it's allspice to me. Like there is just a lot of. Just like a lot of just spice where it's.
I agree. There's a significant, like you can tell it's rye. A lot of rye backer.
It's
But
sweetened up a little bit on that set.
for me, there's
Okay.
a nice little, like, this drink's my flavor profile.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
Hurry.
guessed that.
It is fairly spicy, but it's not like heat and spice for the sake of heat and spice. And I also do get, it's not like a honey, it's like a floral honeysuckle. Like, there is something sweet up front. I mean, I don't think this is amazing. I don't think this is 8 whiskey. Maybe in the 7s. I really like.
I am liking it more as I go back to it. I am getting more of that floral characteristic with just that punch of just like clove in the back. And that just lingers towards the back of my palate. It does have a decent finish, especially for as low proof as it is. But to me, it's really that clove note.
It's
that
the
just,
spices that hangs.
it just sits there.
I like your clove note. I think that's exactly what it is. It does have a clove note that lasts. I'm timing it right now, and it's still going. And it's pretty distinct. It's kind of a memorable pour, 'cause it's so...
It definitely is different. I think some of the tannin and some of the spice is from that French oak that it's finished in. The high rye mash bill certainly comes through. It is one that I would probably not choose to drink often.
No, but it almost could be a special pour because of its uniqueness.
But it could definitely be a special pour because of its uniqueness. It is something different. It is interesting. I am not going to use this as a mixer. But because it is not my preferred flavor profile, I'm looking at maybe a 7-1 on this.
I like it. I like it more than a 7-1. I'm 77. Straight up 77. I could even sometimes be, if I was in the right mood, I could maybe even start going up a little bit. For me, I actually like it. I think it's pretty good. I was totally impressed with the finish. I timed the finish. It's solid 40 seconds.
The finish is really nice. I will admit that. But, yeah, just wasn't really doing it for me. Not bad, but just not what I'm looking for. So,
all right, on to the burger.
I am moving on to the Bomberger.
The big boy.
Which is...
the one that we expect to tickle someone's fancy. Hey, see you wearing the black shirt today. Looking pretty good, pretty stylish. The old black AM whiskey shirt.
Ooh, I like this nose. I like this nose better. Yeah.
Why do you like the nose better?
Well, this is just more traditional bourbon to me. It's got that sweet note right off the get-go. Does still seem to have a decent amount of spice in the background, but it's in the background. Getting some vanillas. Still leaning a little floral to me.
Yeah, this one's floral. Like last year's.
But much sweeter.
Last year's was chocolatey.
Yeah, I'm not getting any chocolate.
No chocolate. This is more
floral, a little bit of honey, maybe some melon.
Yeah.
There's a rabbit in the backyard that my dogs are hankering to go after.
Bugs, huh? Bugs is messing with him. Really good mouthfeel.
Does have nice mouthfeel. Again, I feel like the finish is lasting longer, but this time it's more towards the front of the palate, and it's more those sweet caramels and vanillas that I get on a traditional bourbon, but there's something else there. There's a little something.
There's definitely a floralness to this.
Yeah.
And there's a spice characteristic, and there's some complexity to this.
Yeah, this has got a lot going on. This also had a lot going on. It was just much different. This is more...
So I get the caramel vanilla. And mid-palate, it goes pretty spice dominant for a little while. A lot of baking spice, floral aspects. There's a clove in it too, I think.
I got kind of a raisin note there.
There's something that's on my palate that just won't get off, and I don't know what it is.
Wow.
All right, let's see. What time is it? Okay, so time. Oh, you're right. There is a raisin note in there. It was right on the... For me, it happened about 3 seconds in as a transition from the sweet opening to the spice thing.
Yeah.
There was a raisin.
Right in that transition.
Yeah, right in that transition. It was a
nice raisin note.
It was a plump, juicy one.
Yeah. Yeah, like, that's right on.
Totally different from last year's. I really liked last year's. I thought last year's was eight whiskey, right? Very good. I think that
we also great finish too.
Oh, it's a real good finish. Well, we also rated the Bombergers last year. We drank it one day. We didn't do our video review for like a week or two. We just fresh cracked both of these bottles, and most of these kind of open up a little bit after a week or two of air and get a little bit better.
This is the neck pour.
I could see this getting even better than where it's at right now.
I could see both of these actually getting better. I think that first initial sip kind of set me on a bad path with this one. I'd be interested to come back to it to see if that's kind of tamped down and some of that sweetness comes out that kind of rounds out that spice bomb that I really thought that was. This comes across as very complex to me. It takes me on a journey as I go in from some of those sweet, like honey, caramely, traditional bourbon notes to that beautiful, juicy raisin that just hits.
It hits, and it hits hard. I mean, this for 1-2 count.
It just, see, I get a
for
little
you it lasts
more of
longer?
it. Ooh, but maybe that's just because it is such a hit that it's just
Very
more
intense.
in my head than on my palate. And then it does transition to a little bit of that spice, the same kind of spice that was on the Shenks, but in a tamped down manner. But it just really does a lot of nice things here that I really enjoy.
It doesn't really drink its proof, but the mouth experience is more than the proof.
Yeah.
Like on the nose, it's pungent, and in the mouth and in the experience, it's pretty pungent. Like I would have thought higher than 108.
Yeah.
Just because of the flavor.
Drinking it, it's, and I will say that I think this is also a very unique whiskey. It provides a very unique drinking experience here. And I think that's one of the nice things about these offerings from Michter's is they are kind of unique experiences. And I'm happy to have drank both of them, but...
Yes. So, would you agree clearly worth $120?
Yes.
Almost? Maybe a little short?
Yeah, I'd be happier around the $70, $80 mark.
Oh, I'd be, happy 70, 80.
We'd all be happier with lower prices. Don't get us wrong.
Right, but at least this one...
I think, like, I'm not upset that I paid that much. And I'm not necessarily upset that I pay $120 for that. It's a little higher than I'd like. However, that's with the caveat that coming back to this, I might be a little bit happier. This one I'm happy with right out of the gate.
On the neck pour.
And I think I'll be happier the next time we go to this bottle. But happy right out of the gate, I'm going 8.6 on the Bombergers.
Whiskey of the Year contention.
I mean, I think in a blind against a lot of other things, because of how unique it is, it might not compete well in that kind of thing.
Hold still. No, you don't have a temperature. No, there's no temperature.
But it's pretty good. I'm very much enjoying it. And that raisin note that I'm getting today is really hitting me nice. Tomorrow this might be an 8.2 whiskey. I think this is an 8 whiskey. Today,
I agree.
It's just hitting me really nice. I'm going 8.6.
I agree. It's an 8 whiskey. I'm 82. No.
See, there you go.
Yeah. No, it's very good. It's very good. I mean, I think they're both, in their own right, both are better than last year's. This year's probably, the Shanks is probably considerably better than last year's, because last year's was kind of weird. And then the Bombergers is
got a little bit of a
couple steps better.
On that. Yeah.
Yeah, I started to get a touch of it.
Very much enjoy that.
Yeah, I think the Bombergers is hell of a
If you're lucky enough to get one of these releases from Michter's,
Drink them.
Let us know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially if you can get both on which you like better. Or if you're really searching one of these out over the other one and why that is. And until then,
Keep the whiskey flowing. Cheers.